Well, hello, Miss. So in this video, we are going to present our paper analysis entitled Jungian Archetype Analysis in Coraline movie. But before we start the presentation, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Indra and my partners are Riefky, Fajri, Nassoba, Kholis Nadziroh, Shabrina Kiranamita, and Reynita, Adlina, Maharani. Well, in this part, I'm going to explain you about the introduction. According to Carl Jung, archetype is defined as a collective unconscious content which deal and concern with ancient types. So it means that this is related with the universal images that have existed many times ago. So we are going to analyze the unconsciousness of the main character in the Coraline movie. If we relate this story to the movie, so we can find several types of archetypes as portrayed in the movie, as seen in the movie. But before we go further to the analysis, I'm going to explain you briefly about Coraline. So what is Coraline? So Coraline is a movie adapted from a novel with the same title, which is Coraline, written by Neil Gaiman. Well, for next explanation will be delivered by my friend. Thank you very much.
My name is Reynita Maharani, and today I would like to explain 4 types of archetype. Initially, 2 of the archetypes would be explained by my partner Kholis. However, she is sick and I will be the one who represent her materials, and then the 2 other archetypes will also be explained by me. So the first archetype is the explorer archetype. So the explorer archetype is the archetype that loves to have adventure, to have lively life, and also to venture to all places. And then this archetype is presented through the characterizations of Coraline, because Coraline, who is a very lively kid, she loves to adventure, she loves to play games, even though she is ignored by her parents, but she still loves to play games and also to venture outside of the house and goes to the wood and also discovers many things in her house. And the second archetype is the second archetype is the archetype of a hero. So the hero archetype here is the archetype that always saves the day. And this archetype also manifests a selfless personality, and this portrayal of archetype can be seen through the Coraline movie by the characterization of Coraline, because in the movie Coraline realizes that her parents are trapped by the other mother. However, when she goes further to the other world, she also encounters that there are also trapped souls in the other world, because the other mother lies to those previous kids and then she took their souls. And then in this time, Coraline becomes the hero of the story, because not only she has to find her parents, but she also determines to give back the souls of the trapped kids. And then the third archetype is the magician archetype. So the magician archetype can be seen through the magician archetype is the archetype that has magical power to save people, to save the world, or to even deceive. However, basically it is about magical power. And then this archetype can be seen through the Coraline movie, through the characterization of Miss Forcible and also Miss Pink. So Miss Forcible and Miss Pink are the residents of the mansion that also lives in the same mansion of Coraline. And then these 2 women are the representative of the magician archetype, because they can read the fortune of Coraline when she goes to her room and then she drinks the tea, and then at the bottom of the tea there is this drugs, and then these 2 women predict that there will something happen to Coraline based on the drugs of the tea. Therefore, these 2 women represent the archetype of magician. And then the last, and then the fourth, not the last, but the fourth archetype is the caregiver. So the caregiver is the archetype that wants to make, the archetype that wants to make other people happy, and also it helps other people as the guidance. And then this archetype can be seen through the characterization or the character of the cat within the movie, because within the movie there is this cat that always accompanies Coraline everywhere. And then this cat also helps Coraline to solve the problem when she ventures to the other world. This cat helps Coraline to. And then there's also the occasion where the cat catches a mouse in the other world, and then the mouse doesn't turn out into a real mouse, but then when the cat catches the mouse turns into sand. That is the moment that Coraline realizes something and also has some new ideas about something within the movie. And then this cat also helps Coraline to save the parents. This is why the archetype of a caregiver, it can be seen through the movie Coraline, as seen through the characterization and also the character of the cat within the movie. Thank you, and the next archetypes will be explained by my partner.
So for the next, I'm going to explain about the fifth and also the sixth archetype that we have found before in Coraline movie. So the fifth archetype is the villain archetype. So the villain archetype is closely related with the behavior of jealousy, villainous, and also a person who is full of anger. Therefore, the villain archetype can be seen in Coraline movie through the representation of the other mother. So the other mother is depicted as a lovely, kind, and nice woman, but actually she is not, because the other mother has another secret wish where she wants to trap Coraline and also trap Coraline's soul. So because of the situation of Coraline, where Coraline is being ignored by her parents and also Coraline does not like her life, the other mother is taking that advantages to give Coraline's many affection and to makes Coraline feels loved. And when Coraline already feels loved by her, she taking that situation as her own advantages. So she putting Coraline into the situation where Coraline needs to change her eyes into the button if Coraline wants to stay with her. But after Coraline did that and go back to her reality, Coraline finds that her parents have been kidnapped by the other mother. Therefore, by looking at the situation, the other mother is the representation of the villain characters, because the other mother is full of jealousy, is full of anger, and also a villainous. Therefore, the other mother is the representation of the villain archetype in Coraline movie. And the sixth archetype is represented by the cat. So in this movie, the cat is the representation of the ancient symbol for authentic feminine instinct. Therefore, in the Coraline movie, the cat plays a role as the aid and also the guidance of Coraline to get out from the parallel universe. So Coraline in the end can go back into the reality or get out from the parallel universe because of the guidance from the cat. So the cat as the symbol of feminine instinct helped Coraline to go back to her real life. So that was all about my explanation about the fifth and also the sixth archetype that we have found in Coraline movie.
In conclusion, we have found 6 archetypes in Coraline movie. The existence of some clues and symbols in this movie allow us to analyze this movie by using Jungian theory about archetypes. The portrayal of symbols and archetypes in this movie has a purpose to represent other things that can make audience understand the movie deeper once they understand the meaning of archetypes that used in the movie. Because archetypes represent humans' experience and behaviors, which are root to humans' unconscious. So by putting archetypes inside the movie, it can make the audience easily recognize the message that the director wants to convey from this movie. So that was all about the conclusion for the Archetype and Coraline movie. Thank you.